BoKane special because it's live in my personal studio. So let's get to it. This is where it goes down. At my inner circle is
Skittles.
The boss.
we will be rocking with you today on a topic that's old, but it's put in a way that has never been before. We're going to talk about human trafficking and the language they use now as human capital. But first, let's get to Shanice and the news and notes.
Yes, let's get to it. Okay, so in the news, in a new conference, Trump, well, let's talk about Trump. The United States would run the country, but stated U.S. oil companies would make significant investments in the country. The only U.S. oil company currently allowed in the country is Chevron. Let's talk about it.
Yes, that was from the Griot. And speaking of Venezuela, Trump done went over there and robbed those people of their resources.
Yes.
And brought the president,
Mm-hmm.
his wife, and I believe his child, and said they're up on drug trafficking charges. Well, this is what we call human trafficking. United States has a history in human trafficking. Now, if your skin color is like mine, you should know all about it because Alex Haley and so on to modern times, that's all they want you to believe that you are. So, Trump is just being what America has been to black people for 400 years. What y'all think?
I feel like that's so sad. First of all, I don't even use Chevron. I use Shell. Oh, in my motorcycle, Shell. My Honda Civic, Shell. And when I had that 1999 Toyota to sell, Shell took it to 200 some thousand miles.
Yeah.
All right.
What you think? You have anything on that, the boss?
She like, I don't even have a car. I don't even use gas.
I always thought that they were all the same. Chevron, Shell, they're all gas, they're all overpriced, you're spending money. Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Basically, yes.
Yes.
Next.
All right. A semi-truck carrying corn crashes on the 10 freeway in San Bernardino.
This has been a problem for so long. On Christmas Eve, I got smashed on my way to my children on the 60 freeway heading from Pomona. And the sad part is a guy just ran into me. And then he said I saved his life with my car because he lost control and didn't know he can get it back. But sadly to say is the insurance company don't want to pay. So now I have to sue them.
Yeah.
That's a shame. These drivers on the highway, these truckers, need to stop bullying cars with their trucks. They need to get some sleep. Sleep apnea is real.
Yes.
And stop trying to get to the next destination because you feel you're running late. And even if you are late, don't use cars and people to get through to your next drop off. These are lies we're talking about. And if you're on the freeway in California, some of y'all might be listening, y'all not in California, but just Google the traffic and the violence that are happening on our freeways today. What do y'all think?
No, that is right. I got hit by a truck actually coming from Apple Valley, and I always have trouble with my insurance. I just had to pay out of pocket $2,500 for a crash that I know that I wasn't at fault. Her car took more damage because she went into a ditch and into a wall. So of course they saying it's my fault because I was making a left onto oncoming traffic. But this is the thing: I was at a stop sign. She was coming down a hill. So if she was going, let's say she was going about 20, if she was going 25 miles per hour, she would never got to me. But in this fact, she was going faster. So of course my insurance didn't tell me until 2024. And then I just settled in court for they wanted 4,000, even though my insurance already gave them $10,000. They wanted more, and they talked them down to 4,000 to 2,500, and then I just said okay because this been going on since 2023, and all I'm saying is be careful, and this is why I have a dash cam in my car to record my outside, the rear, and the in the cabin side. So, and then sometimes I do get pushed over because I am in a Honda Civic by trucks. Yes. And it's a shame that we cannot share. Like, I let people go. You want to go? Go ahead. I'm not in no type of rush. So I would share the road. And a lot of people don't think like that.
Wow. That's just a tragedy. How we have people who are so careless and dishonest. Mm-hmm. It's because if you know you damaged somebody, just pay them.
Exactly.
Just pay them. Moving to the next.
Oh, yes. So, out in Houston area, a food truck called the Spread Buzz has drawn widespread attention for serving food inspired by meals created behind bars. Let's talk about it.
That's what I'm talking about. Entrepreneurship.
Right.
Something that we know in the Black community, a lot of us have eaten spreads or made spreads.
Yes.
They are delicious. I know they're kind of unhealthy, high blood pressure. Yeah. But a lot of people has high blood pressure and don't even eat spreads.
Or don't even know about spreads.
So it could, there's also seafood spreads. So you can get one a little healthier. So shout out to the brother and his wife in Houston. Yes. Instead of going back to jail, he took his experience in jail and made it into a profit. So for a lot of us out there, you see, if we can't get a job as a felon, make your own business. So your felony will not dictate your future finances and your future freedom.
Yes. Need to clap on that one. So, and that's... I'm sorry, but I lived on spreads. And I can tell you I can make all types of spreads. But that is, when you're struggling, that is the cheapest way to go. And I learned that from my mama. I even did the bag method.
Yes. Yeah. Noodles has been around a long time. It's not just a jail thing. Back in the 70s, when people didn't have enough to make it, eggs, rice, beans, now ham hocks, neck bones, because they were cheap back then. But now we don't have to use these foods so much. A lot of things has changed, especially in California. Yes. It's because less and less Black people are eating beans unless they are in a burrito or a taco. That's strange when you're Black. When you grew up, lima beans, kidney beans, all kind of beans.
I know.
Red beans, white beans,
black beans,
butter beans. But now it seems like we too good. So what's going on with us, Black people? Have we gotten away from what made us great? Not saying beans made us great, but we saved more money. Let's talk about savings. And, as you see me, I'm a victim of fast food as well. It's probably majority of us.
Yes, that is true.
And I think when I enjoyed my mother and my grandmother's cooking back in the 70s and the 80s, I think I was more healthy, which I know I was more healthier. And we was in the kitchen. The kitchen was fun. You couldn't wait to get in there and watch the women cook. it was just a great time and you learned so much. It was family time. But now, just pull up to Kentucky Fried Chicken, give them all your money. And then, like Popeyes, they put a black person on Popeye. Majority of them don't even eat Popeyes.
Right.
But to sell something, Popeyes. We'll be getting into that just in a minute. Human capital.
Yes. All right. So, in Michigan, authorities have agreed to reinstate the license of 2 suburban Detroit paramedics if they pass a national exam after Tamisha declared dead on their watch was discovered to be alive at a funeral home. I'm gonna botch her last name, but how you say it?
Beecham or Beecham.
Yeah, Beecham was declared dead only to be found alive at a funeral home in August 2020. Let's talk about it.
Wow. That will be something. Are you taking your first breath while they think you're taking your last? Just think you're in a bag and you're being transported. So, are you unconscious? But if you were conscious, just think what's going through this person's mind. Am I being kidnapped?
Yeah.
It would be so many things going through my mind. The just the frightening thought of imagining in a dark place that is a bag, and then someone zips it open, and you're like, "Oh, thank you for saving me," or you're like, "Wow, where am I at?" or "What's going on?" Because we don't know the true extent of what happened. This is just a piece of the news. But what you think about that?
To be honest, I feel like they shouldn't be reinstated, and they need to go to a different career. And that's just me saying that because you went through all this schooling and this training, and you said y'all declared her dead. Evidently, she had a very, very faint pulse, and y'all did not detect that. I don't know what they did further, but they should have did something further because she was still alive. And then she went through the whole process in the bag and everything, went to a funeral home. Now, because I do embalming for animals, lucky that embalmer did not just throw her to get cremated, because they don't check. That's not the embalmer's jobs to check. That is the paramedics, that's the doctors and everything else. So I feel like they did not go through the proper channels to make sure she was not alive, and they shouldn't be reinstated.
Right. I think that one there is where you should lose your job.
Yes.
A lot of people, that's losing their jobs, just skin color, DEI, government, shutdowns and all these things. But that right there, you should lose your job because that is a failure to communicate.
Yes.
In many ways. How did you get from the hospital? Now, the ambulance is supposed to take you to the hospital.
Yes.
So how did you get from the ambulance to the coroner's office? Who's really at fault? The hospital, the ambulance driver, or the coroner? Wow. Michigan got some issues that they need to address.
Yes, they do. Okay, now let's go to Detroit. In Detroit, Suburban has agreed to a $3.25 million settlement with the family of a young woman who had been declared dead at home, but then gasped for air and opened her eyes.
Here we go again. Detroit, Michigan. Well, we're glad that they were financially rewarded for their pain and their suffering. But
Yes.
something is going on that you cannot, and I say cannot, do your job properly. No one should have to suffer and wake up. Just think the family, you told the family they're deceased. Then they wake up and they're not deceased. So which is a joy. I know the family was overwhelmed and happy that this individual was awakened and alive, but just the stress of that moment, knowing your loved one is gone.
Yeah.
And these people are telling you this, but what if they put you somewhere else? Now, I don't know about where they put you at the corner. I just know something's not right with that picture. And getting 30, what was that, 3.25?
Yeah.
The judge agreed with me as well. So that's a good thing. Pay those people.
Pretty much. And that would be it for the news and the notes.
Well, thank you. Well, this topic here is about how America became great. But their greatness is your children's children. We'll take it back to your grandparents. When a child is born, there's joy in the home. The parents has come together and brought life. Little did they know that corporations, governments, private sectors are clapping as well. It's because guess what? Your child is viewed as human capital. Now I know you saying, well, human capital is okay. Yes, for some, but it's who profits from it. Do you profit from your children, which becomes human capital? Do you profit when you're working, your experience, your labor, your product? Do you profit from it or do you stay in debt? Well, we're going to talk about it right now. Human trafficking, as we know, most of the time you hear it, it's about prostitution, pimping, things of that nature. But it's bigger than that. Human trafficking is also like kidnapping, taking people from one place for forced labor and a profit of someone else. Black people, clap one time because you know what I mean. When our ancestors were brought here, that was human trafficking.
Yep.
So now we're going to fast forward to what we call it now. It's sort of an exploitation that goes on is because most of the time, a lot of the black labor does not get to the black communities, and the black organizations really don't get the true wages or reward that they deserve. When you put a black business against any other business, white, Hispanic, you choose who you want to put it, Asian, most of the time, they are being a lot wealthier and more finances than black job owners. So, you think human capital is a good thing for some, and some is not. I'll say it's who profits from it. I'll get a little deeper, but right now, I want to hear from Skittles.
Okay. Well, I got a little good and a little bad and a little education too as well. So, human capital reference to the skills, the knowledge, the education, and the experience that individuals bring to the workforce. It plays a significant role in economic development and organization success, but it also has both positive and negative aspects. One major advantage of human capital is its ability to increase product and economic growth. When individuals receive proper education and training, they are better equipped to perform their jobs efficiently. Skilled workers can complete tasks more, adopt to new technologies, and a higher quality output. As a result, businesses become more competitive and experience growth through increased investments and affection. Another benefit of human capital is its contribution to problem solving. Educated and experienced individuals are more likely to generate new ideas, prove existing process, and develop new products or services. This creativity helps organizations stay competitive in a rapidly changed market and supports long-term economic progress. However, human capital also has drawbacks. One key issue is unequal access to education and training opportunities. Not all individuals have the same resource or support system to develop their skills, which can lead to income inequity and limited social mobility. This gap can prevent talented individuals from reaching their full potential and can create disparity within the workforce. Additionally, investing in human capital can be costly and time consuming. Education, professional training, and skill development require financial resources that individuals or organizations might not be able to afford. There is also no guarantee that the investment will pay off, as trained employees may leave for better opportunities elsewhere, causing employers to lose their return on their investment. In conclusion, well, human capital is essential for product and economic growth. It also presents challenges related to cost and inequality. Balancing investments and human capital with equal access to opportunities is critical for maximizing its benefits while minimizing its negative effect.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's talk about it.
Yes.
What do you think? As these jobs that we're talking about, who really benefits from them? Majority job owners tend to retire and have a good future.
Yes.
Good planning. Because if someone can own a business and we say they have multiple employees, they're making money somewhere.
Yes, they are.
The consumer, or the consumer could be other businesses. It just depends on the business. But these people that I'm talking about, human capital, are looking for people who less than that, who has education, but it also goes into debt.
Yep.
The greatest thing is going to college, but you spend $100,000, you get all these loans, and by the time you get a job and get out that school, what happens to you? Like the Bible says, the borrower becomes slave to the lender. So I already have you.
Yep.
Now you're working for me, because if you can only pay your debt and a few of your bills and eat, transportation, and housing, guess what? I control you now. It's because you need this job. So I'm going to put so much work on you to break your back. I ain't trying to kill you because I need you to do 5 people's job, because that's less people I have to pay for.
That is true.
So your capital is my capital. And we have systems today. That's why they're designed that way. This is, in somewhat, the legacy of slavery.
Mm-hmm.
This is economics, power, and systems. Not saying that human capital because we know it's skill, experience, product. We need this. But sometimes we're carjacked, hijacked, human jack, trafficking, whatever you want to put to bring in people like foster kids that will feel that they have no voice. So they may go into this restaurant and work for slave labor. You know you should be paying this individual minimum wage at $16, $17. But just think about it. Where are you going to live in California for $16 an hour? You cannot even get housing because you need 2 to 3 times the rent.
Yes,
$16, where you going to live at? That's why so much homelessness. These are realities that people are faced with every day. And our governments and the private sector, they know about these things. Are they trying to help you? No. Reason why? Capital. They profit off of it. Restaurants. Next time you go to a restaurant, look to see who's passing your food. Nowadays, food don't taste the same.
No,
not the same ingredients. I was talking to my brother the other day, and we were saying we buy a lot of fruit and vegetables. With fruit, isn't there supposed to be a seed in it? But nowadays, everything is seedless. And they'll tell you that's good.
But it's
vegetable. Not. Yes, right. It's not. Vegetables. Nowadays, excuse me, nowadays, vegetables, you take them out the refrigerator, they go bad. You'll be like, what is that smell?
Yes. I bought a cucumber the other day for my tortoise, and I put it in the refrigerator. In 3 days, it went bad. I said, what?
Yes.
That's crazy.
So who is profiting? Agriculture. Yes, agriculture. These are another way that private and government systems, human traffic people, which we're not saying legally they're doing it, but in theory, they let immigrants come in because they know they can get cheap labor out of them. Then this cheap labor is what? Human capital. I don't have to pay someone medical. I don't have to, but what they will do, which they was doing in California, I don't know other places, I don't know if they're still doing it because Donald Trump is putting a clamp on all that. They used to give them health care, and you didn't need no social security number. And they also used to give them food stamp or EBT. Wow. You mean to tell me that people like me, I don't get no EBT?
Me either.
There's a lot of people don't get EBT. But the first thing they do when they start talking about SNAP and all these programs, they put a black face on it. Everything that they want to sell or they want the public to be outraged, why there always a black face on it. When a lot of demographics out our way, Southern Cal, there's not even that much black population anymore. So who's putting the strain on this government? Not just the government, but on this state, because Newsom was talking about he was, I think, 32 million or billion, something he was talking about, a deficit. And this is his last go around, but he's talking about Trump and he want to be president, which I don't think, if someone looked at his history in California, why should we vote for him? And if you're a black man, why should you? What have he done for you lately?
Nothing.
So think about this, and we'll be right back. But before we go, before we go, the boss, give us your take on human capital.
I believe that human capital can benefit not only you as an individual, but as a nation too. Knowledge and wisdom are very important factors in a person's life, and human capital comes with those key factors. You can very much make a profit from human capital. A way you can profit is business growth from strong human capital rates. Studies show that in the 2024 to 2025 year, strong human capital businesses grew 1.5 in the US. This proves that having human capital can still make growth in the business world. Having human capital can also introduce innovation and new ideas. People who are highly educated and have enough wisdom to be considered an experienced worker can help create new products, services, and solutions to problems while working in the field.
Okay.
Now that was wonderful. Wonderful. Well put. But a lot of that conversation, I must say, even though it's hard to tell your daughter business, that's what I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with human capital, but some of that profit needs to go to the people who's working, the people who has the experience and the skill, and that's selling the product. Therefore, middle class is going down. And they said it was because of Donald Trump. Is that really? Because Donald Trump really don't hire or fire anyone. When you go to work tomorrow, see if Donald Trump's at your job. He's not there. Now, they may have opinions, theories, things that he does in the government, big government, less government. We know that. Democrats usually bigger government. Republicans usually less government. So we're just talking about the Hatfields and the McCoys. And I don't know how a lot of blacks be saying, we who?
Right.
Because you're not in their senses. When they make these decisions, they're not putting you in it. Remember, human trafficking, not in the prostitution ring, but human trafficking, forcing people to come for cheap labor with no benefits, slavery, also taking you from your country like they just did in Venezuela. So think about that. Was you born to be human capital, or was you born as a citizen? So the next time you go to work, just make sure it's beneficial for you too.
Right.
Not only the boss, not you, the boss of your employer. Start looking in the mirror and say, is that all I'm worth? Was I born just for someone to view me as human capital? I guess you can say your name 5 times like the Candy Man if you have to. But to me, you are more than just human capital. There's other words, experience, skill. Your skill can be your profit. It doesn't have to be someone else's. Your product could be something you came up with. Black people, we always know every time we create something, they buy us out. Now that could be a we problem. It's things that we need to work on, and identity crisis that we have because we don't believe in ourselves. I wouldn't say we don't even believe in ourselves. Maybe it's too much selfish. There's nothing wrong with self first, but we as Black people are too selfish. We think of ourselves too much. When you have a brother over here, a sister, a mama, an uncle, what we need to do is get back together like we used to back in the 50s, 60s, 70s. Fight together, stand together, eat together, buy together. Black economics can work if we want them to. And I know y'all won't because y'all feeling the pain that I feel, that I see. Now, I'm not against other races, don't get me wrong, but I'm a Black man living amongst other cultures that stands for their cultures. So there's nothing wrong with me standing up for mine and wanting my people that look just like me do better. And I want my leaders to let the people that need to be in the front and talking, let them talk. Because y'all have talked enough and we haven't got nothing done. So move out the way, let some new blood in, and let's be great again.
And we're gonna, on that note, we're gonna go to a break, y'all. See y'all in a bit.
This is the segment dear to my heart, like always. We're going to do it like we in the KCAA radio. This is the time where this segment is called Reading for the Blind. You grab a book, read to someone that you love, care for, your adult. If you're young, someone that's older. And if you're older, someone that's young. Let's spend a moment and read and get back to spending time with each other. The boss, can you read us a scripture?
Okay. The first one is Proverbs 22:29. Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. They will not serve before officials of low rank.
Skills. That's what we're talking about. See here, the Bible tells you about your skill is important. You should profit from your labor. It doesn't say not to be unskilled. It's talking about everything you do. Master it. Master it so whoever needs your assistance, whoever you go work for, they're going to brag about you. They're going to tell people. They're going to call you back. They're going to refer you to others. That's the problem we have today. There's a lot of people want to work, but their skills are low. They take your money, then they run off, and then you say, okay, this is not done right. You call them back. They want to argue with you and say, oh, you looked at it, you did this, you did. If you could have did the job yourself, you wouldn't have called them and you wouldn't have paid them a dime. So skills are very important.
Yes.
Ecclesiastes 10:10. If the axe is dull and its edge is unsharpened, more strength is needed, but skill will bring success.
There we go again. There's another one. Skill will bring success. For those who go to college, for those who go to work every morning, I know you're tired. I know you're stressed out. I know you have a lot on your plate. But when you get up, be proud of your labor. Go to work. Let your boss know that you're one of the best employees he ever had. Because that's how we used to have to be. To get a job when you was black, you have to be exceptional at your job. Even though we got paid less money, we wasn't respected majority of the time. There are some, we're not saying all business owners are bad. We're just saying for the ones who are. So just remember, your creator is watching you. Who's over you at your job or career is watching you. So give them a good show. Let them know that you're skilled.
Matthew 25:15. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey.
Your creator
Mm-hmm.
is only going to give you what you can bear. If you only can save $1, save that dollar. If you can save 5, save that 5. Now, financial literacy is all over the place in the Black community. Before, when I grew up, no one really talked about finances. They talked
At
about
all.
work.
Yes.
Work. Because, see, that's what we was conditioned to. That was something that we were educated about, was working for someone. We were conditioned that way. Now, we know we can work for ourselves. Buy you some stock. It's all kind of certain other things. Entrepreneurs, online, content creator, get your own studio. There's a lot of things because in my studio, I don't have to worry about being Black. All I have to do is worry about putting content out. It's because if they don't look at my video, they just hear me. They don't know unless they hear my conversation.
Yeah.
So let's get it together. Save, invest, and let's get back to Blacks investing in their communities, investing in their ownership, investing in real estate. Because our creator has gave us the ability to succeed, no matter where you at. If you're a millionaire, keep making millions. If you're a thousandaire, keep making thousands. If you're a hundredaire, keep making hundreds. So if you don't have no money, it's okay. Just be ambitious and work on improving to put those dollars in your pocket. Because I can do it, you can do it. Because they are doing it.
I feel like we need a hand clap for that one.
That's it, the boss?
No, there's one more.
Okay.
Ephesians 4:12. To equip his people for works of service, so that the body of Christ may be built up.
Now, that's the anointing,
Mm-hmm.
the service. So the anointing can be built up. Now, we know in Christianity, they talking about Jesus. Some say Yahshua, the Mashiach. That's what some people say. There's too much bondage right now. We can't do anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just give, credence to both sides of the viewpoint. But you are anointed. You are somebody special. No matter what someone tells you, no matter what's going on in your life, you are anointed because you're here. It's something my professor told me that I want to pass on. Every day, clap, cheer, be joyful. Because your mother and father, or father and mother, probably been together. It doesn't matter if they're a day or 2 days. There's a lot of different sales that didn't make it, but you did because you're special. You're special. Out of millions and millions of people, you made it to be in this world, and the Creator chose you. So, like they say, don't worry, be happy, and achieve what you can achieve, because greatness is in your future, Black people. It's in your future. Well, you want to go straight to the news and notes?
Sports. Straight to the sports.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go, because we got a game still going, and actually, let's just say the Packers won.
Wow.
The Packers beat the Bears today, 21-16. Go Packers, I guess.
I guess the green machine, huh? The cheese head. Well, they should, because Chicago, they came anew this year. They had the team. They had a good coach.
Yes.
And they had one of the dynamic young quarterbacks. And they should have. Jordan Loves, it's his time. Let's just see, can they make it through the next rounds? So we'll give a clap out to Green Bay.
All right. Don't forget, the action continues with a trio of games. Sunday, we got the Bills versus the Jaguars.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I wonder.
At 1 p.m. on CBS.
Yes. Yes, we're going to see the Jags. Huh?
Yes. And then we got the 49ers are at the Eagles.
Now, that's a game.
Yeah.
That's going to be a game. It's going to be hard hitting. Two great coaches. We got the champs going against, I'm not a 49er fan. I do. Raiders. And then we're going to get to that in a minute because I want to talk about why I'm so excited about the Raiders, even though they lost and they're the sorriest team in football right now. I have to say that. But I love how the 49ers play. The 49ers have been battling for success, playoffs. No matter who's the coach, no matter who's quarterbacking, they still put on a good show for their fan base.
Yes.
The Eagles is unexplanatory. They're just good. And they got who I like because I'm an Oklahoma Sooner fan, Hurst. I knew he was going to be a good quarterback. I just didn't know he was going to be championship good.
Right. Let's not forget, we got the Patriots going against the Chargers.
Oh, wow. Hey, Chargers, Can y'all stand up? Them boats always hit someone's house. They don't hit the end zone. They hit people's house. They always coming to the storm. They ready. But they fizzle out every time. So that's going to be a good game.
Yes. Let's not forget Monday Night Football with the black and yellow.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, Steelers. Against the Texans. Yes. Now, the Steelers, one thing I can say, we always make the playoffs. But the problem is we need to stay strong in the playoffs. We always mess up inside the playoffs. Now, Steelers, come on now. Let's give them a run for their money this year.
Only thing I like about the Steelers, I'll be honest with you, I love their coach. I love how he's serious. He's like, these is my dudes, and we gonna play. They lose in the playoffs, but they put on a good show. That black and yellow, they be hitting hard. I'll be like, yes, man, that's what I'm talking about. Good football. It's sort of like, the 49ers and the Eagles, they put on a good show, too.
They do.
I think the best game, it probably will be the Chargers and the Patriots, is because Drake May is throwing that football. And then I just want Herbert to step up. They crowned him the king, and I don't even see his kingdom yet. Where's his crown at? But hey, we'll see how that goes down. Now, let's get to those Raiders because we got the first pick in the draft. So I got excited because Mendoza was awesome yesterday. The way he dominated over Oregon was a shame. Not taking nothing from Moore, because Moore did throw some passes. He had a few picks. It's just Indiana has been his kryptonite. It's just been when he tried to put on his cape, he can't get it around his neck. So it's okay because on the next level, you never know how good he is until he plays. So also Miami, got to shout out Miami.
Oh yes,
because they won Thursday. So they're in the national championship in Indiana. So that should be a great game. So we get to see Mendoza one more time to see if he's worthy of that number one pick. So all I'm going to say is give him some milk.
Give him some milk.
He needs some milk.
Yes, yes. More, you needed some milk. So we gonna get up out of here, man. Thank you, because it's been a blast.
Yes,
Thank you for coming into my studios again and spending time with me. Make sure when you see the James BoKane special, you click on it. And you can find me at James BoKane, all one letter, space experience on YouTube. Hit me on all the podcasts, Spotify, Apple, and also go down to donations.
Yes.
And buy me a coffee.
Support us, please.
Yes. Buy me a coffee. You can go to buymeacoffee.com, put in James Kane Experience. Also, you can go to my website, which is JamesKaneExperience.com.
Yes.
We're going to leave you with this. If your life is not going right, restructure, refocus, regroup on what you have left. Peace.
Peace.